Please do not go out if you don't have to. Avoid any crowded places. If you are to go there, please put on your mask. Please avoid any potential infectious social practice. Hope you and everyone all over the world be safe and in good health. يقول شاعر العربية: من لم يمت بالسيف مات بغيره. تعددت الأسباب والموت واحد. But English does not know the one way of expressing the action of death. So if you have any interest to know the grammatical way to die in English, in the following few minutes I shall explain it. But before going, never forget to drop a like, to subscribe to my channel. So without any further ado, let's get started. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, ever merciful. Hello everyone, hope you are doing well and welcome to a new lecture and the best course to study the commonest mistakes in English language. The following sentences are grammatically incorrect. So let's see why. First, many people have died with COVID-19. Many still died annually in the plague. Next, people say Tom died with pneumonia. Next, each year over 1 million children died with the diarrhea. These examples are grammatically incorrect because in English, people die of or from a disease, an illness, a heart attack, cancer, hunger, or even thirst. So, that's why the correct form of the previous sentences be as following. Many people have died of COVID-19. Many still died annually of the plague. People say Tom died of pneumonia. Each year, over 1 million children died from the diarrhea. However, in some English expressions, we must use of but not from. For example, people die of shock. People die of shame. People die of embarrassment. People die of grief. People die of despair. People die of affright. For example, when she told him the price, he nearly died of shock. Another example, the poor dog died of affright when it saw a lion. On the other hand, some expressions in English we must use from, not of. Why? Because people die from the effect of violence, not of. People die from the wounds. People die from the injuries. People die from overwork, etc. For example, he died from a bullet wound in the chest. Police predict that many people will die from their injuries. People may die for their countries or for a cause. For example, it is a brave person who will die for their beliefs. Also, people may die in a battle or a battlefield or die in an accident. For example, 12 people died in the accident. Also, people may die through neglect. People may die on the scaffold. Finally, people may die at the stake or at a certain age. For example, he died at the age of 80. Let's check the following mistakes in the next two examples. The doctor said that she died because the wound was infected. The next, by the time the ambulance reached the hospital, he was died. In these two examples, we have mixed the usage of the verb die, which is supposed to indicate an action or an event, and the description, which is supposed to describe a state, dead. So there is a difference between die and dead. So die is a verb and it's supposed to be placed within its correct tense in a sentence, and dead is a state, it's an adjective, and it's supposed to be preceded with a verb to be. So the first sentence correctly must be, the doctor said that she died because the wound was infected, because it expressed an action. The second sentence supposed to be like the following. By the time the ambulance reached the hospital, he was dead. So, because here we describe the state of the dead person. Here another mistake. The purpose of the ceremony is to honor the dead people. Second, the police found his dead body floating in the river. Here, in the two examples, we have a mistake. So, when I make use of the dead as a category, it mustn't be followed by people. When I mean that these people are dead, so there's no need to use people. So only make use of the plus the adjective. So I must say the dead, nothing else. So the correct sentence of the previous one supposed to be, the purpose of this ceremony is to honor the dead, not the dead people. Of course, you can say dead people without them. So it's okay to say it, but you cannot make use of that plus the adjective plus people. Okay? That's it. The next example, supposed to be body without dead. Because when I mean that this is a body of a dead man or of a dead person, I must not make use of the word dead. So it must be only body. So here in the next example, the police found his body, not dead body. So the police found his body floating in the river. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you soon again in another academic lecture. But never forget, if you find this video helpful, to give me a big thumb up, to subscribe to my channel, and to share the video to help others, and to press the notification bell and stay tuned to get everything in you. Have a good day. Goodbye.